Every hiking adventure starts before the actual first step is taken. For me, this one started as I left my driveway in Michigan. Well, I'm off on my next adventure. I am heading out of Michigan as we speak. I'll bring you along on the adventure. There's something about a long drive that feels like a transition. You leave normal life behind mile by mile. The noise fades, the expectations fade, and you start remembering who you are when it's just you and the road. This wasn't just a road trip. This was training. Not just physical training, though that will be part of it, but mental alignment. I have the Continental Divide Trail on my heart for 2026, and I didn't want to show up to the trail rusty. I wanted to show up ready. So this drive, this was part of that readiness. I've learned that preparation isn't glamorous. It's long highways. It's Cracker Barrel sleepovers. It's choosing to go when staying home would have been easier. But this is how we build endurance, one decision at a time. Good morning. I am on my way to meet some dear friends that if you've watched this channel for a long time and you watch my Appalachian Trail Thru-hike.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto State Route 55 East.
Thank you. If you watched my Thru-hike, you might recognize these people. And I will introduce you to them. Actually, I'm not sure if I'm going to introduce you to them. I might just take today and not film. We'll see. So I'll let you know. It's PTL, praise the Lord, is his trail name. So Ken and Sue. And if you remember, they supported me on my Appalachian Trail Thru-hike by coming out to trail and feeding me. He brought me steak on trail at one point. So the place that we're going today is actually one of the trailheads where Ken and Sue met me, picked me up, and took me to a hotel.
Continue on State Route 55 East for half a mile.
We are near Kent, Connecticut, and they also took me for resupply when we were here, and then picked me back up the next morning from the hotel and took me back to trail. I wanted to come out here and see them since I was heading out east back to the Appalachian Trail.
In a quarter mile, turn right toward State Route 55.
Hello friends, I am coming to you really bouncily from Kent, Connecticut. I have spent the morning with my friends PTL and Sue doing trail magic for some hikers, and now I'm getting ready to head northward to Vermont. So I will see you there.
Welcome to Vermont.
I have made it to Vermont. I am at the Gifford Woods State Park, and I am in campsite number 1, and I'm going to be staying here for the night. My car is a chaotic mess right now, so I am going to I'm going to be rearranging, organizing, and getting ready to hike up Mount Killington tomorrow. This is my little spot I just pulled in. I am going to set up my hammock. I won't be sleeping in it tonight because I did not bring my rain fly, but it's a great little spot if you're ever near Rutland, Vermont, and want to stay at a state campground. $30 I think for the night, and this is a pretty isolated spot. I can't really see any other campsites from number 1, so this is the one to get. I am just really impressed with this campsite or campground. There are 22, now let me check the stats here. 22 tent sites or trailer, 21 lean-tos, and 4 rental cabins. These are the amenities. things to do nearby. The reason I found out about this trail is because the Appalachian Trail actually comes through here, and so I hiked through here last year. I don't remember where we came out, but we came out right here in this general vicinity because we used the restrooms that were right here. We might have come out right here, but regardless, wherever we came out. And then the trail continues here out of the campground. And then there's a lower campground down here, which is off in that direction down there. And tons and tons of shelters. So these are three-sided shelters, similar to what you would see on the Appalachian Trail. Good morning. I am still at Gifford Woods State Park. It's the first day on this adventure that I'm actually going to do some hiking. I'm going to finish my coffee here, and then I'm going to head over to trailhead at the base of Mount Killington, and I'm going to do a 6.5 or 6.7 up to the peak of Mount Killington, and I will bring you along on that adventure today. And I'm super excited because I just purchased this new click-to-cook stove at Lehman's in Ohio. Excuse me, it's in Kidron, Ohio. It's a big general store, but I purchased it and I'm super excited because it works really great. Lightweight and easy to use. I am back on the Appalachian Trail. Mount Killington isn't easy, and I like that. There's something about climbing that strips everything down. Your breathing gets louder, your legs start negotiating, your brain wants to make deals with you. And the last time I was through this area, I was with Pacer and TD, and it was in 2023. We had torrential rains that started at 3 or 4 in the afternoon. We stayed on the other side of Killington Mountain, Peak, whatever you want to call it, in the shelter. The rain started around 3 or 4 in the afternoon and did not let up for over 30 some hours. There were flash floods, there were torrential downpour, or it was torrential downpouring the whole time. There was a mudslide the 2 or 3 days before on the highway that I just parked on. And we saw basically nothing of this trail because it was covered in flowing water the entire time. Nani, I'm thinking of you today. Right here's trail. Right here, something we should soak our feet in. Good little resting spot. And this is where the real training begins to happen. It's not in the gym, not on paper, but in the moment where you decide to keep going, even though it's hard. Every mountain reminds me why I want the CDT. Big terrain, big exposure, big humility. You don't conquer mountains. You cooperate with them. So far in, I have seen about 3 tent spots. There's the privy back there. There is a platform up in the woods, but I think that might be an old privy base, maybe. Nope, it says it's a tent site. So there's a platform right up there. I don't know if you can see that. And then the shelter. Churchill Scott shelter. It's a dark one. Kind of creepy when they're so dark. But it looks like it has a sound roof and a cleanish platform, so that's nice. I'm gonna sit here, drink some water, have a snack, and then continue on my way. just came from that way on trail, and we are heading that way. One of my favorite parts of coming back to the Appalachian Trail is this: the people. I just met at that shelter a dad and daughter who is doing the long trail as a through hike. She is, but the parents are taking turns hiking with her every couple of days, so I thought that was pretty neat. And of course I did not get their names or pictures of them. They are from Texas and very pleasant to chat with for a few minutes at the shelter. So I am on trail, and I just met up with a couple of people that, two of them I've actually met before. One of them I've actually met before. All right. Can you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Shadow, and I'm trying to do a flip-flop through hike this year after almost completing the entire trail. I had 330 miles left.
And she's doing a flip-flop out of Harper's.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, and the three of us met after the flip-flop kickoff on April 27th and started hiking together. But my name's Neon, and I'm from South Carolina.
Yay.
Yep.
And I'm Mosey. I'm from South Jersey, and I'm flip-flopping with these two guys and having lots of fun.
Yay.
We're enjoying the trail most days.
Right.
So it's been good.
Well, I appreciate you guys stopping and talking with me. And I wish you blessings and safety on your, don't fall, on your trip. When I met these three flip-flop hikers up there, it instantly felt familiar. That thru-hiker energy, the quiet grit, and the hiker funk. There's something about being around people who are mid-journey. It reminds you what's possible. It reminds you that long trails aren't theoretical. They're happening right now. And next time, it'll be me again.
It is cold, it is wet, and it is muddy. Not so muddy. It's rivers of water coming down the trail. We are in a shelter that probably should have been condemned. It's dripping. It's at the base of Mount Killington. We have vetoed the idea of going up Killington because we're not going to be able to see anything anyhow, and it's 0.2 of a mile up. So the planned route is, or the plan is to get to Route 4 and get into Rutland where we can get warm and dry.
There are some tent platforms up here that I'm actually sitting on. There's 3 of these. Privy is right over there. They actually do have a water area for washing dishes as well. The spring to get water is down below the hill there in front of the shelter. And then the Appalachian Trail continues down that way, and then up here is how you get up to Killington Peak, which is about 2 to 3/10 of a mile uphill yet. So I just collected some water. I am going to filter that, and then I'm still not sure what I'm doing today. I'm going to go up to Killington Peak, check that out, because I didn't get to go there in 23 when we were here. And this is kind of nostalgic because it was not a fun time by any means. I was here with TD and Pacer, and it was just pouring rain, and we were drenched, we were wet, we were cold. It was really chilly, and we were kind of miserable. So it's fun to come here when it's not as miserable. The bugs are really bad right now, but as far as rain goes, there isn't any. So I'm excited about that. I will catch you up on Killington Peak. I found a little rock hiding in the trees. DML wildflowers. I'm gonna leave it there for somebody else to rediscover. Good evening. That is downhill. It is actually a ski run. It's not a road. And My little camp spot tonight is right along the side of it. It's not very flat, but it's going to function for what I need it to tonight. And that is uphill. That is where I came from, that little opening there, and the trail goes across. I decided today that I was not going to take the AT back down to the parking lot where I parked this morning. There's an alternate route that goes 0.8 of a mile up the road to the inn at the Long Trail, and it's just a different route that I haven't seen before, so I decided to take that. It's a tiny bit shorter also. My knee was really hurting me today on the way down from Killington, and so executive decisions were made, and this is where I'm at. Excuse me. I am going to eat something for dinner, and then I am going to go to sleep. Tired. It was a very beautiful day up there at Killington, and I'm super glad that I had the opportunity to go today when it was beautiful. So, have a great evening, and thanks for watching. Camping on a ski run is a little surreal. In winter, this is packed with people flying downhill, but in summer, it's quiet, almost exposed. And I love that, because the CDT is going to have exposure too. Long ridge lines, big sky, nowhere to hide. So standing here pitching my tent on an open slope, I couldn't help but think that this is a rehearsal for bigger wind, bigger terrain, bigger miles. I don't take these return trips to the Appalachian Trail lightly. Every hike between now and 2026 is intentional. I'm not just revisiting the AT, I'm building the woman who will step onto the CDT. And that work is happening right here.